This channel is supported by my online fishing courses at saltstrong.com/Skinner, as well as my books. And hey, those books make great gifts. You can learn more about the books at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon. Oh my goodness, it's been the foggiest day ever. My morning started with trying to get to Plum Gut and checked everything before I went. It was fine. I got on the water, it looked great. I got to Orient Ferry and it was a wall of fog. And this is a few hours later. I'm actually going to be fishing with a good friend of mine, Joey, who is the best fisherman that I know, period. Doesn't matter, offshore, inshore, surf. I've known him a long time, but we don't get to fish together too much. But he was headed here to the Sound Fluke fishing. That's what we're going to do. And I was headed the same way. I said, hey, let's go on my boat. So the fog is lifted nicely in the last 20 minutes. We'll see when we get on the water. Still going to be fog, but all right. Lots of fluke, lots of sand eels. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Shit ton of fish here.
Head shakes.
Yeah, good. All right. It's more fluke than you caught at buoy 5, right?
100% better.
Yeah.
And sand eels get thrown up.
All right, we got 23 feet. Yeah, so we made 3 quick drifts before coming to this area. We fished a place where we've been doing well, but it just wasn't feeling it. You know, I wasn't seeing the bait on the fish finder. 3 drifts. I don't think we had a fluke. So we ran farther. I mean, it's a really flat day. So I'm farther away from the inlet than I'd like to be, but beautiful day. So, and immediately we've got bait, we've got fish, and yeah. All right, I'll have links to all of the gear in the video description. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. And this is Eastern Long Island. Oh, yes. Sand eels.
I'm getting a little bigger, too.
All right, good. Oh, we would see. Yeah, now I marked like. See that?
Yeah,
that's what I was seeing at 5. Yeah. All right, 0.5, 0.6. I see no need to put the trolling motor down.
You ever think you do a little better, keeper-wise, out of the lock and load shit? Because the jig's like never on the bottom. You know, they're just dropping into fish nonstop.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fish. Wow. Oh, I like that they're spitting up the bait. So I lived really close to here for 28 years, and you know, there's a pattern, there's a seasonal progression where the fish, as you get farther into the summer, you can still do a lot of numbers, but it's hard to get keepers. So we're pushing towards that, where there's a lot of fish, but the limit is 19 inches, and and that can be a challenge. But we're going to work at it. We're going to have some fun doing it. Really simple rig, about a 3/4 ounce Spro bucktail on the bottom, a foot above that, a 3.0 Tsunami Saltex bait holder hook, and 4-inch gulp grubs on both of those, and that's it. Rapid motion. We're in about, roughly, we're going to fish like 18 to 23 feet of water. It's going to cut the motor. Just see how we drift. It's also starting to pick up a little bit of a, I think, yeah, you can fish this side of the boat. I think we're picking up a little ebb, and we're picking up a little breeze. Oh, I thought it was a sea robber. Huh. Wow, still no drift.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, literally 0.1, 0.2, 0.1. Huh. Oh, come on. Oh, we have no drift. I guess I get the motor going. I guess it doesn't make a hell of a lot of difference. Might as well we'll go this way because it's going to have to go change that direction. Now he's set up like he's gonna still fish incoming. Yeah. But okay, well, look, a big pile of shit now.
Oh jeez.
And that's what I was seeing at 5, and that's what I wasn't seeing today. Oh yeah, thanks.
I didn't see anything big at 5. I've seen lots of little ones. Measurable?
Oh yeah, huh? Finally? You know what it is, your eyes get messed up. I'll give you the golden ruler here, and you can, if you want to. I don't think so. I don't think. But you know what? Wouldn't be bad to see what he is, just so you know. I bet he's not even 18. We've seen so many smaller ones. Yeah, that's 19.5 there. So yeah, that's scary when you think it's a bigger one, and the bigger one is 17. But big pile. Yeah, yeah. I'm shocked that this current's not going yet. And just think of the way these fish are feeding with pretty much no current. No, because the bait's not there, you know. And clearly, and we've only stopped in the one spot here, and it's loaded with bait. And we really couldn't find any at 5. Big pile. What's that?
Scary that it's not keepers, measurable.
Well, yeah, I mean, not keepers is one thing, but not having measurable ones that's a whole other problem. If we weren't in so much bait, I would move us, but wow, holy shit.
Things go right back to eating when you let them go?
I don't know. They do seem pretty stupid. Not as stupid as a red grouper, which, by the way, is like one of the best. Maybe like it's like cod, you know, better than cod, I think. So we have to go out 55 miles for the red groupers. So what?
60 feet of water, is that far off?
That's 90 feet. So one of the first trips that I did that, and I hooked a good red grouper, and we don't even quite know what we're doing, but we learned after that they have like holes in the limestone. Whoa!
And still on.
Well, there's a great grab. I think I got it on video. Is that a big fish or?
No,
okay.
double sea rounder or something dumb. Hooked all sorts of weird.
Yeah. So so apparently the red groupers, even though we weren't on structure, they have holes in the limestone they can go into, and so I finally hook a nice one, and he breaks me off, and I'm so mad. And then we make two moves, but only like 100-foot moves after that, and then finally I hook another one. This one he gets stuck, and I get him out, and I pull him up. He's got my leader in his mouth. He's the same fish that I had lost 2 moves ago. After I fought him, and he came right back, and I was so happy when I saw my leader and my hook in him. I was like, yes. The only time I did it with a blackfish was when I lived here and I used to fish off the beach. I hooked the loop of one of my snells.
That's incredible.
And 2 weeks later, you know, this was back when it was open, you know, it's like 2 weeks had passed, and I got a small blackfish with definitely my hook in him.
These things are only out of the water for a couple seconds. You gotta go right back down.
So we're almost 3 hours into the trip, and you see the pace of the fishing. You know, we're just plowing through fish, but we don't have a keeper. I can't even imagine how many we've caught, but you know, that's what happens as you get later into the season. But we're going to stay at it. The tide has changed. We've got some outgoing current now. You know, when I say 3 hours into the trip, that's 3 hours here where the fish are. That doesn't count the first couple drifts where there weren't any fish. Late in the day, and they were, oh, hey, this could be good. They were very spread out. So this is my best hookup of the morning. Of the day. No, I'm swinging him. I don't care how big he is.
Oh, I think that makes it.
All right, here he comes. Sink or swim.
That is 19. That's gotta be nice. You want to spot lock it?
Oh yeah. No, you're fishing. Keep fishing. You're right. That's a keeper.
Gotta be.
I can feel him. You know, I can feel the weight.
Oh, that's a keeper.
Better. I'm spot locking us, man, and we are right on the. I took one mark. We are right on that mark.
This one,
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, we're gonna measure. Get them in. Yeah, that's gonna be something if these two are keepers.
I think mine's a little short. I think yours are measured.
Yeah.
It's so big, it's screwing up my vision.
That would be something, huh? Two keepers sitting. Oh, this is definitely going to be good. I mean, I can tell just by hand. Oh, I shouldn't be so quick to judge.
Is it a speaker?
It is as
Close as you could be.
it is as close as you can be and still be legal. Let me make sure, because you know that you got to get that 19 line, get that mouth closed. Yeah, he just makes it. Here, give me this one. I'll be in better position. Oh, I don't know about that. I think he's going to be good. Oh, he's bigger than mine.
Really?
You're good. Yeah, you're 19 and a quarter. All right, I'll bleed him. I'll take care of him with spot lock.
A lead trick? You know the finger trick?
No. Okay.
Grab him on the
I got to
box.
put water in the thing.
Okay, good. I'll grab him up.
Well, that's something. Yeah, you asked me, can you just get a couple quick? Oh, here.
Want me to put it? He's gonna freak out if I drop him in the water.
Right.
You got it? All right. So I go by the white side.
Yeah.
I put my finger in.
Yeah.
Down. I rip that membrane.
Yeah.
And that is it. He'll start bleeding.
There you go. You do that one too. And that works, huh?
Yep.
Is that like a party boat mate trick?
Well, my friend showed me. Sometimes I do both sides. Just for giggles. I know we're going nowhere anytime soon, but the bird actually did shift inside a little bit. I'll do is pile right here.
Yeah.
Still up top. Ooh, wow, that was hard thumping.
Yeah. Got us on about a 1 mile an hour drift here now. Ooh.
What was that? That's gotta be weird. If that's his mouth, that's a keeper. That's very odd.
You got a bass or something. Oh my goodness, look at this. I don't think he's a keeper. He might be. I'm gonna spot us here.
We'll need an assist with this thing, whatever this is.
Yeah,
Dogfish.
could be.
Might be our
Could be a
slime.
bass. Could be a bass.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Just so you don't have to. Yeah, that kind of run, that's a bass.
Yep.
And we saw, either that or you got that 110-pound fluke that lives out here.
Down. I was just saying, I'm surprised they don't hit on the way down because that knock was a bass bag.
Yeah,
Nailed him?
striper. Yeah. No, I think he's good. Yeah, it's in the mouth.
Is it a legal catch?
Oh, no. You know what now? Okay. There we go. That's what I need. Well, he's out of spot lock now, so he's
Gotta
easier.
measure this fluke. You give me that.
Yeah.
We get the fluke taken care of.
And they'll
Mess
spot
this
lock it.
guy. All right. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. See you later, sweetie.
Well, I can see it on the line and mouth closed on the thing. It is about as bare minimum a keeper as you're going to get a keeper, but nonetheless, it is good. So wow, suddenly in the course of like less than 10 minutes of fishing, we've got 3 keepers in the boat after going just about 3 hours with a lot of fish but no keeper. So the difference, all right, well, the current's moving well now. Yeah, I don't know. It's not like we're in a drastically different area or anything. It's, you know, you do hone in on little areas of them. Like suddenly there's I mean, this is not a keeper, but suddenly there's like a different body of fish here, because this one's probably be my 3rd biggest of the day. Yeah, but that's my 3 biggest caught on, you know, and again, just a few minutes. So, all right, you know, we're going to just keep at this. Okay, so what I'm doing now, because Joey's out of the water, he had to re-rig after that bass. As soon as I hook up, I hit spot lock, hold the boat in place, deal with the fish. Oh, look at the bait on the fish finder. My goodness, a big blob of green and red there. You know, it's just absolutely loaded. And you know what? That's the key. You know, when we're getting underneath that, these fish are thick. But anyway, yep, spot lock, reel the fish up, put it back. And when I drop my line back in the water, take it out of spot lock, and start to drift again. But right now the bite is so intense that you hardly move, because as soon as the line goes down, you're hooked up again, hitting spot lock. But you know, this way here, I'm not wasting a good portion of the drift dealing with fish. And I'm using the trolling motor just to slow us down a little bit. I know there's not much of a breeze, but I want to get it in a certain speed, and I'm just putting it into that breeze very slightly, and plus I get to use the spot lock feature when we hook up. The drift's about 1.4 miles an hour without the motor, and probably 1 to 1.2 with it. So a little while ago, you probably saw Joey almost lose his rod. Well, yeah, what happens is between the gulp juice and the fish slime, it gets slippery where you hold it. And I can tell you, a bunch of years ago, I was fishing out here, and I literally threw my rod up in the air, and it fell in the water. My son was in the boat, so I was able to dive in, got it while it was sinking, saved the rod. But that's why this rod in my hands, the Dark Matter Skinner Jig and Bounce, this one, which is the bay rod, as well as the original heavier one that I use for fluke, I also use for bass and plum gut. These rods have rubber grips by the handle exactly for that reason. They are actually, those grips come from the golfing industry, and I insisted on having those exactly for that reason, that the rod can easily slip out of your hands, but with the rubber grips, that solves the problem. Wow, I mean, as soon as you're down, it's insta fish.
More bass, probably.
Uncle Mo's Hooker, I think they're 3 for $16. There's a link in the video description. They save a lot of time. I mean, as soon as it's down, as soon as it hits the bottom. We're just about getting to that mark.
Oh, we're not even there yet. Perfect.
Yeah, look at all that bait spraying. All right, the next, now, you know what it is? I see wind on the other side there. Look at all this behind us.
You hear them? Stand deals right
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Sounds like rain. That's how it used to be west every trip.
Oh, that's the way it used to be here too. I mean,
Just hear them like that. It's so weird they're on the bottom. Gotta be able to get the keepers. Better one?
No. Be awesome if we didn't get mugged, you know?
Yeah.
And it really is no reason to. I mean,
Boats come from? They're all coming down from 5.
there's all those birds in the other places. We're way away from everybody. Yeah. You know, yeah, it would be nice to push a button, but this one's small enough to handle without it, you know.
Yeah.
And then
I just didn't want it to break and then it'd be
right, then you know, then there's extra thing, but you've got a big boat. You really kind of need a auto deploy, or else it's going to be heavy. Yeah, this is the little one.
There is nothing like setting into those montauk fish, though.
Yeah, when the rod doesn't budge and the tip just vibrates.
Man. I close my eyes at night and I wake up out of the heaven and sleep. The albies too.
Yeah, but the tunas must be like giant albies.
Yeah,
no?
They hit like shit.
No kidding.
They hit like shit. It takes them like 60 seconds to figure out what's going on. Sometimes they hit like a freight train, but most of the time you think you're a cocktail.
All right, but you do get top waters too, right?
The top water stuff, yeah. I mean that's second. You know?
But that's not very often, right?
The top water stuff, no. I mean it depends on how the fishing is. The popper sucks. You drop so many fish. You just lunge at it. They push so much water when they come up.
Right.
They get hooked on the outside of the head, the back, the neck. The jigging stuff is nice. And the Ron Z rod, half the time you got to watch it because it doesn't double over. It just
stands
up straight. You just swim up with it.
Wow. Huh. That's
just
remarkable.
Reel it in the handle until the reel's singing, and then you'll get it out and square up to it. You just inhale it. Not as violent as you would think.
Yeah, no, I would think it. I pictured those rod holder fish just.
Sometimes it doubles over.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just wiggles.
Wow.
Looks like you got a dogfish on it. And
that's amazing.
You get tight on it and it takes off. And the jigs too, they hit on the free fall. You know, sometimes you just don't hit if you're not paying attention.
All of a sudden it's slack, yeah. What pound leader do you use in line on those things?
80, 60 if they're skittish, 80.
Yeah.
You know, when they're real big, you gotta go up to 100. I don't like 100 though. I don't put a lot of drag on them because I'm usually by myself or with someone that's not that experienced. Right. So we can't fish that heavy.
So it'd be too green? Hey, potential there?
Yeah, that's got potential. That's got to be a legal fish unless it's good.
All right, you talk to me while I'm getting the net.
Coming up. Yep. Nice fish.
All right, good job. Keep them coming. That's it. Way to go.
Handle this, you fish.
Nice. Nice, and you knew it, and then that simplifies things. Yeah. And I would highly recommend getting a 100 amp hour lithium battery.
I'm gonna try to
Not,
see if
hey, Halkis has got a 60. You know, it's especially important for black fishing if you're in an area with current. You don't want that damn thing, you know, crapping out on you.
Is there any real big difference between the brands?
I don't know that much about it now.
I think the guy that's rigging it said he likes Abyss. I forgot what he said. A little better one?
You would think, but it wouldn't. Oh, he's going to be a swinger. Yeah, yeah. It's not even. He's just a hard fight.
Funky 60. What battery do you have in this one? Size, tiny one?
It's a 100 amp hour.
Oh, you have 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, come on. You know, you get a set like that and you think, come on, you know. How can that be a short? Maybe it's not a short. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna swing, but
You're good.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Got small, a little bit small, right?
Yeah. I think the hook set magnified it.
Not fat though.
Yeah.
God, at 19.5, we'd have no fish.
Oh,
This year?
that's
all
right.
year, spring? Oh, jeez.
yeah. I'll be.
Like I said, a lot of those fish just made it.
Gonna check them anyway, but I've been surprised a few times.
Throwing motors on?
I can't remember now. Nope. So I had a trip here on my friend Jonathan's boat a couple weeks back, and I actually went through the video and counted how many I caught, and it was 103. It was 100 shorts, 3 keepers. I can tell you this trip, I'm catching, I will have caught more on this trip, and I'm sure Joey's caught at least that many, probably more. So, yeah, this is going to be a 200 fluke trip. There's no doubt about it.
Drift so far? Or how are we?
Perfect.
To the mark?
Perfect. You could spit to the mark right now.
There you go.
Yeah?
Measurable. Swing it?
No. Keep moving. What do you think? Put him in the boat if you think he's... okay, here we go. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It's worth it.
Well, you're going to find out.
Yep.
Just remember, it's the long line past the 19. That's the problem. Oh, I think he's probably good.
Oh my God. I knew that was happening.
At a glance,
Yep.
he looked good.
I didn't even look.
At a glance, he looked good. Oh my God.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, I was going to say, you could.
It's like my first time measuring a fish.
Again, there's that long line that goes past the 19. Oh, here we go. All right, so get his mouth on there.
That's it.
I think
That's up all the way.
And then, so, I mean, that's it. It's touching the line, right?
It's touching it.
Yeah, well,
Barely.
that's it, yeah. The line we're referring to is not that black line. That's actually 19 and a half, which is what the limit's going to turn to in August.
Thank you so much, ceviche. I like doing ceviche.
Now, that's the best eating right there, so. All right. Well, we're not moving off this now. I mean, 5 keepers here. Come on. Well, you know, so if you're not on the bait, you're not on the fish. It's this screen. I'm not that far off the drift line. In fact, if I do nothing, I think we're going to end up really close to the mark. And all right, now I'm just starting to. All right, now we got bait. Yeah, so you get the bait and then instant fish. More bait. Plus, I thought it wouldn't hurt to go over a little new bottom, you know.
Find another pile of bait.
Yeah, without moving a long way. Yep, so he's swimming with it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Keep them coming. Turn them around. Just keep them moving. Keep them moving. Nice job.
Right.
No need to measure. We get to go home before the wind comes. Nice job.
Didn't fight any harder than the other like 6.
Oh, that's awesome. That is just too awesome. Now, in a million years, there's no way we were getting our limit today. There was no freaking way. And that's fishing. You know, that first 3 hours, getting a keeper seemed absolutely hopeless. And then it, you know, it turned around. You find a vein of them or something and stay on it. And yeah, so, all right. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Check out my online courses at saltstrong.com/Skinner. And don't forget my books. Remember, those books make great gifts. You can learn more about the books at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon.